I'm Keisha Bell, Head of Talent Management and Diversity, Equity, Inclusion at DTCC. I currently reside in White Plains, New York. I started at DTCC about 19 years ago as a business analyst / project manager and moved through a number of roles at DTCC, like product manager and wealth management services, leading reporting, governance, analysis, and program management for the risk organization, launching diverse talent management and advancement, and finally, in my current role, leading and running all of talent management and being the Chief Diversity Officer. What I find most exciting is the evolution and growth of diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging at DTCC. Twice a year, we measure employee sentiment via a survey, and we ask 4 specific questions about respectful treatment, fairness, inclusion, belonging, and equal opportunity, which ultimately derive our DE&I index. Since we began measuring this index, we scored at least 3 to 7 points above the benchmark on the individual questions and on the index itself. Even during the pandemic, when we were all scattered at various parts of the globe, and continuity of care when it comes to DE&I could have been compromised, our scores didn't decline. In fact, our employee resource group engagement increased to 40% as of our most recent survey, an indicator of continuity of care during the pandemic and thereafter. I would describe the culture of DTCC as open. 40% employee resource group engagement is significant, and it underpins a really strong and connected culture. DTCC is a great place to work where your colleagues are respectful, inclusive, engaged, and empathetic. If I had to use just one word to describe the organization, it would be familial. A lot of people have been there a number of years, and you develop relationships and connections through your shared sense of purpose. The sense of purpose is rooted in the pivotal role we have in protecting and supporting the growth of the global financial markets. I feel supported not just because of the benefits the company offers, which are wonderful. I feel supported at DTCC because I've always been able to bring my whole self to work. And I know that that is a term that a lot of people use, and it's kind of rote sometimes. But as a queer woman in a same-sex relationship, it was important for me to work for a company that was vocal about their support for same-sex relationships and marriage equality, offering benefits to same-sex couples and or domestic partners without the tax burden, for instance. DTCC did that. A company that was vocal and willing to stand up for same-sex relationships, domestic partnerships, and others, and treat all of their employees the same with respect, inclusion, and that ultimately created a wonderful sense of belonging for me. The advice I would give is come and apply to DTCC. We know throughout the pandemic and the inordinate effect the pandemic had on women who are caregivers, caretakers, and especially women of color, that there are women who have significant breaks in their career, 2, 3, 4 years even, because of responsibilities they had. Well, I would encourage those women to not be discouraged by that career break and to come to DTCC and be a part of our Reemerge program, where we don't look at that career break as negative. We look at it as a positive, and we also don't discount your previous career experience. You don't just all of a sudden lose the experience you had because you were out of the workplace for 2 or 3 years. So I would say don't be discouraged by that. Don't take lesser roles. Come to DTCC and explore our Reemerge program. That's what I would say. We have upwards of 200 or so roles open, and we are actively looking for talented, empathetic, inclusive, innovative, brilliant people to come to our organization. And if you feel like you fill any of those adjectives, please come and apply. Look at our listings on Fairy God Boss. Please come and apply to DTCC. We'd be happy to have you.